stove. February 4th, 13 days until pitchers and catchers report, and the world of free agency has only a few money arms left. None bigger, of course, than Trevor Bauer, the second most popular MLB player on YouTube behind Yu Darvish, and reigning NL Cy Young Award winner. But let's not forget about James Paxton, okay, the Ladner Stork. Is he going to go back to the Yankees? Probably not. Or the odious Jake Odorizzi, forever underrated. Jake the Snake Arrieta, where's he at in his career? And Taijuan Walker, finally coming to fruition. You can assume that a lot of teams are in play for all those names, but watch for the Blue Jays, Cardinals, Phillies, and Twins to be aggressive. Further down the ladder, there's Rich Hill, a.k.a. Dick Mountain, whose low cost is attracting the Mets, Rays, and Brewers. And a couple of contract details, because this is Stove Minders and we do dive into the books and ledgers. Nolan Arenado, now a Cardinal. The Rockies, his old team, have agreed to pay $50 million off of his remaining 6-year contract, and that includes all of Arenado's 2021 salary, a staggering $35 million a year. The price the Rockies must pay, or part of the price the Rockies must pay, after trading one of the best, most expensive players in MLB today. Some temporary financial relief for the Cardinals, in case they want to really go all in with the last-minute addition or a mid-season trade deadline addition. There's been a lot of talk about fickle front offices, teams being cheap, organizations tightening the budget, and potentially offloading salaries on new contracts signed this winter onto future years. We've seen some crazy deferrals already. And there was George Springer's arrangement of $28 million a year in the strike season 2022, more than any of the other 4 years on his deal. And now Tommy La Stella, newly minted San Francisco Giant, has backloaded the heck out of his 3-year, $18 million and 3/4 contract. This season, La Stella will make just $2 million. $2 million, entry-level money. 2022, barring a strike, he'll take home $5 million and 1/4. And in the final year, 2023, a stellar $11.5 million in salary. Props to the Beverly Hills Sports Council for that setup. All right, now we can finally get to some news. I haven't started off with like a rumor report section. Might do that again. This is Stove Minders. This is what we do. Kolten Wong, 2 years, $18 million plus an $8 million option to the Milwaukee Brewers. The Big Island Hawaiian is staying in the NL Central after the St. Louis Cardinals, the only team he's known so far, bought him out for $1.5 million in lieu of a $12.5 million option some months back, which made sense given their infield depth, and that was pre-Nolan Arenado acquisition. And you can bet that Wong's buyout also freed up some space for said mammoth trade, and so Kolten Wong will go to Milwaukee. 8-year vet, he bats left, has hit .261 with a .333 on-base lifetime. Offense is not Colton's calling card, but he's looking at a third consecutive Gold Glove at second base with the Brewers now. Wong has saved 41 runs in the past 3 years. That's the fourth most of any player at any position in the past 3 years. An all-right hitter, though, yeah, which the Brewers could use, given they finished bottom 5 in the NL in most key statistics, including dead last in stolen bases, which Wong can do. He had 24 last year, and 25 doubles. He's a good base runner. And an excellent fielder, which means that Brewers core pillar Keston Hiura will have to switch positions. Hiura's more about the bat anyway. Word is he could play first base, But that's just brew talk. I haven't said a word about them because they haven't done anything this offseason. Until now, Kolten Wong, 2 years, $9 million a year, their 4th highest paid player. Welcome to the hot stove, Milwaukee. Good addition, I would say. I like it. Good addition. Staying in the neighborhood, Minnesota, where the Twins front office of General Manager Thad Levine and President Derek Falvey have waited patiently all winter. And in the past week, they re-signed Nelson Cruz, a key player in that clubhouse, and they snagged Andrelton Simmons, the best defensive shortstop in the game today. Imagine a middle infield with Simmons and Wong. That would be a problem. Anyway, as for the Twins, now a closer, right-hander Alex Colomé. 1 year, $6.75 million guaranteed, just under $7 million, plus an option. Colome has pitched most of his big league innings in the 9th. He's an 8-year veteran from Santo Domingo, and like Kolten Wong, he's staying in his old division, having pitched well for the Chicago White Sox in the past 2 seasons, talking about 42 saves in 46 opportunities. His career save percentage is almost 86. However, Colome's strikeout-to-walk ratio is a little iffy. And then look at the hits allowed. Low. Why? Colome's a ground ball pitcher. Okay, 52.4% of his career batted balls off of him have been on the ground, and he will benefit with Simmons and Josh Donaldson, another great glove at third, playing behind him. Good addition for the Twins and essential because the Twins bullpen that did very well in 2020. Okay, they ranked 3rd in wins above replacement amongst relief corps. They lost a few arms to free agency. Trevor May is now on the Mets, while Tyler Clippard and Sergio Romo remain available. Maybe the Twins will bring one back, though they're likely focused on a starter, i.e. re-signing Jake Odorizzi. But I do like the addition of Alex Colomé. I do like the fact he's staying in the division. You're going to have Colomé pitching against the White Sox, who are now trying to one-up the Twins for the AL Central. They moved on from Colomé. They went out and signed Liam Hendriks, who's been amazing the last 2 years. But before that was not really like a superstar closer, whereas Colomé has at least been on the consistent side. And then over in the NL Central, oh man, you got Kolten Wong now on the Brewers. Forever an underdog that can play well. They got some good talent on that roster. If Wong can make a nice play on Arenado, rob him of a hit, there's going to be a lot of talk there. Likewise, Arenado, an amazing defensive third baseman. So, yeah, a lot of highlight potential. More bullpen talk, so why not? Joakim Soria, right-handed relief pitcher, is going to the Arizona Diamondbacks on a 1-year deal, $3.5 million guaranteed. Soria is a long hauler from Monclova, north of Mexico, not a large city, but they've produced several pro baseball players. Soria has 13 seasons under his belt. 10 of them he's thrown at least 50 innings. He's durable, and he's onto his 8th pro club. The Diamondbacks haven't done much this winter. They're in a weird spot. I mean, they traded for Starling Marte 1 year ago. That was a big deal. Then traded him again to the Marlins at the 2020 trade deadline. They're lost out there in the desert, as it seems. But Soria is a good middle reliever. Career ERA and FIP right around 3.0. High strikeout numbers. In fact, 28% of batters faced since 2017 have struck out against him. It's hard to homer off of him. Not a closer, though. Hasn't been good in that role. If Soria does end up in the 9th in Arizona. And the old pretender, King Felix Hernandez, is joining the Orioles on a minor league deal with $1 million if he makes the team. He might crack the rotation. That's O's blow. But at least they have something to be mildly excited about. Felix Hernandez, of course, amazing in the past. Last few years in Seattle have been bad. So, let's do a little CUBSCAST. Why not? Cubs are bringing back left-handed reliever Andrew Chafin on a 1-year deal plus an option, $2.75 million guaranteed. You can never have too many relievers, and with the Cubs unlikely to re-sign Jeremy Jeffress, why not, man? Chafin had an up-and-down 2020. He improved after getting traded to the Cubs from the Diamondbacks. Between 2017 and 19, he struck out 27.7% of batters faced. Very good. ERA and FIP in the threes. Nice. Command's not great, but a lefty middle reliever on a low-cost deal. Not bad for Jed Hoya. Cubs also gave minor league deals to Rex Brothers, Nick Martini, Patrick Wisdom, and Joe Biagini. Great names. Irrelevant players. Some of them were on the Cubs 40-man last season. Yeah, lots to talk about. Nothing massive. Stay tuned. Stay minding the stove, man. When Trevor Bauer lands is going to be big. I think it's going to be the Mets. He's alluded to it. Okay, he does a lot of kind of clickbaity vlogs, wearing other teams' hats when he's been in the free agency process. He sort of played around with the Angels. I don't think he's going to go there because of their financial limitations. The Mets, though, he's really, his agent went out and said, I really, really like what the Mets are doing. He said Bauer says he wants to go to a contender. He said geography and market aren't his main priorities, though the Mets, you're going to get that. When the Mets acquired Francisco Lindor in a trade, which was a huge drop about a month ago. Bauer made a video about that, saying, I'm going to text Lindor, congratulations. And remember, Bauer and Lindor were teammates on the Indians. Wouldn't that be a reunion? Likewise, most recently, a couple days ago, Bauer dropped a vlog saying he's calling out Ronald Acuna, playing on the division rival Braves. Listen, Bauer does a lot of this attention-seeking stuff. It's who he is, okay? He's gonna stir the pot. He's gonna make all these hints. Maybe he'll surprise all of us and say, "No, actually, I'm gonna go to the Dodgers." You never know. He's from California. The Dodgers really good. The Padres really good in that division. Maybe he wants to I feel like he has this really low-key rivalry with Yu Darvish. Whether or not there's any sort of spite in there, I don't think so. But they're very close in terms of style, pitching style. I meant in terms of the excellence they've achieved, and also due to their social media presence. Because while Darvish has existed entirely in the Japanese cultural sphere, he's gotten a lot more YouTube subscribers than Bauer. And I bring that up at all because Bauer has been publicly asking, "Hey guys, get me to 100,000 subscribers." He was in a post-game interview with a shirt that said that. He celebrated the YouTube play button he got when he got the 100,000 subscribers. Darvish has about 500,000, 500,000 some subscribers, probably mostly from Japan, but still big in Japan. Well, maybe Trevor Bauer will go to the NPB just to spite Darvish. I'm making shit up right now. I'm just chilling. Stove minders, stay warm.